Once upon a time, there was an orchestra, which was all busy tuning out. First, the oboe gave his A to the strings, to the woodwinds, to the brass. Up and around the scale they raced, helter-skelter, faster and faster. All but Tubby the Tuba. A fat little tuba, puffing away, but oh, so slow. Oh, what lovely music, thought Tubby, and sighed. Here, what's the matter, said Peepo the piccolo. Oh, said Tubby, every time we do a new piece, you all get such pretty melodies to play, and I never a pretty melody. But people never write melodies for tubas, it just isn't done. Uh-oh, there's the conductor. Shh. First, the violins dance the lovely little tune on their strings. Then they cried to the flute, catch! Got it, cried the flute. My turn, tooted the trumpet. And the others joined in. The cello, the oboe, the bassoon, while Tubby went oompa, oompa. Catch me, cried the little tune, catch me! Gotcha, cried Tubby. Oh, you're sitting on me, said the little tune. Poor Tubby picked up the flat little tune and tried to squeeze it back into shape. You clumsy fool, snapped the violin. Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Fiddle, said Tubby. Fiddle? Well! And the violins quivered with great indignation. You will please address us as violins. Fiddle, indeed. Tubby, said the conductor. Tubby, what is the matter? Please, sir, I thought it would be so nice to dance with a pretty little tune instead of going oompa, oompa all the time. Dance, laughed the violins. Dance? Well, really! The French horn quietly put his hand to his mouth and smiled, and the whole orchestra began to laugh. Stop it, cried the conductor. Stop it, I say! Oh, Tubby. Please, sir, I wasn't laughing. Rehearsal was over. Tubby was walking home with Peepo the Piccolo. Please, Peepo, said Tubby. I just feel so bad. I don't think I want any company. I understand, said Peepo. Good night. Good night, said Tubby. The moon was out. Tubby went to the river, sat down on a log, and looked at himself in the water. Alone am I, me and I together. If I went away from me, how unhappy I would be, me and I, oh my, sigh. The trees whispered in the wind, the waterfalls tinkled, and an old hoot owl hooted. Suddenly, a big bullfrog hopped out of the water and sat down beside him. Ahem. Bug up, lovely evening, bug up. I said, lovely evening, clunk, 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 clunk. I said, beautiful evening. Hello, bug up, hello, bug up, hello. But Tubby just sat. Oh, well, said the frog. Oh, well, if I'm not wanted. Oh, cried Tubby, please, Mr. Frog, come back. I didn't mean to be impolite. Back hopped the frog. Oh, that's all right. I'm used to it. Nobody pays any attention to me either. Really, said Tubby. Why, of course. Every night I sit here and sing my heart out. But does anyone listen to me? No. Can you sing? Asked Tubby. Can I sing? Listen. Oh, that's lovely, said Tubby. You try it, said the frog. Oh, thank you, said Tubby. Say, you're a very fine tuba, do you know it? Tubby, you should try that with your orchestra sometime. Oh, I will, said Tubby. Goodbye, Mr. Frog. And off went Tubby as happy could be. Said the frog. Most appreciative audience I've ever had. Fine musician, that tuba. Bug up, lovely evening, bug up. I said, lovely evening, clunk, 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 clunk. I said, beautiful evening, hello, bug up. Good night. The next day, the orchestra was busy tuning up for the rehearsal. And buzzing with excitement over the arrival of the great new conductor, Signor Pizzicato. Tubby practiced his oompa and smiled to himself. Peepo the piccolo caught his eye. Feeling better? Aha, winked Tubby. Here he comes, called the French horn. Here comes Signor Pizzicato. All right, begin. And Tubby began to play his own little melody. Oh, the wretched tuba snapped the violins, he'll disgrace us. The trombone stuck out his tongue. And the trumpet snickered. Tubby, said Signor Pizzicato. Tubby, I've never heard a tuba play a melody before. Let's hear the rest of it. Oh, said Tubby. Why, how perfectly wonderful, murmured the strings. Please, Tubby, may we sing your tune, too? How about me? Cried the xylophone. And me, said the trombone. May I, said the cellist. Here I come, called Peepo. And they all played. We've done it, haven't we, Tubby? It was the bullfrog sitting right beside him. We have our points, too, don't we? And oh, thought Tubby, how happy I am. Hi. Did you know this orchestra imitates animals? Oh, there goes the elephant. Did you know he's scared of mice? Now listen to the hungry lion and the hungry tiger. Oh, look at them chase the zebra. The hippopotamus? Oh, he just sleeps through it all. He won't even open one eye to watch the kangaroo come hopping by. And now let's listen to the giraffe. Psst, the giraffe! Huh? Oh, the conductor just told me the giraffe has no voice. Well, you don't have to laugh at me. Oh, my mistake. That was just the laughing hyena. Hey, who threw that coconut? Oh, why, the monkeys, of course. Oh, could we throw in a few birds, Mr. Conductor? There. Now put them all together, and what have you got? That's right, a zoo. Did you know our orchestra tells stories too? And right now, they're going to help me tell the story of how the zoo came to your town. It all began in the jungle. Oh, I'd like you to meet our hero. This is Joe. He's a monkey. Joe's favorite game was playing ball with the other monkeys. They used a coconut, of course. But one day, Joe got tired of playing games, and he decided to seek adventure. So, he climbed the tree. He climbed higher and higher. Oh, still higher. And when he reached the top of the tree, he found the sky. It was blue, and he'd never seen it before. It was always dark in the thick jungle below. Then he looked around, and he saw the ocean. It was green, and he'd never seen it before. Why, thought Joe, the world is bigger than I thought. I wonder what it's like beyond the sky and the sea. Oh, I certainly would like to know. So he climbed down. And asked the other animals, but they didn't know either. Well, said the elephant, the only thing to do is to build a ship and find out for ourselves. And with that, he started pulling up trees by the roots. The crocodile saw the trees into planks with his sharp teeth. The monkeys hammered them together with coconuts, and the jungle birds began to weave ropes and sails out of the thick hanging vines. Everybody worked. And when the sun came back the next day, he was very much surprised to see a great ship all finished and ready to go. All aboard, cried Joe, who had appointed himself captain. All aboard, and don't forget, from now on, my name is Skipper Joe. Onto the ship marched all the animals. Anchors away, cried Skipper Joe. Hoist sails! Wait a minute, said the elephant. We forgot to build a mast for the sails. Everybody stared at the giraffe. Oh, whispered the giraffe, I see what you mean. He stretched his head high up to the sky and let the animals tie the sails to his long, long neck. Full speed ahead, cried Skipper Joe, and away they flew. For many days they sailed, south, south, always south. It grew colder and colder. On and on they sailed and shivered until one day, land ho! Cried Skipper Joe, and before they could brace themselves, smash! They crashed into a long black island. Come on, shouted the rhinoceros, let's land and build a fire. I'm cold. And onto the island he charged, followed by all the others. Well, I must say, chattered Skipper Joe, I don't think much of the rest of the world if it looks anything like this. What's going on here, grumbled the island. It opened one eye, then another, and then it opened a mouth as big as a cave. And what do you suppose the island was? That's right, a whale. You're tickling my back, said the whale. Kindly remove yourselves. Back to the ship scurried the scared travelers. So on and on they sailed. The sky turned gray and the sea turned white. That's funny, said Skipper Joe. I know the sky is blue. I know the sea is green. But what is white? Oh, it must be snow, answered a jungle bird. I once saw some on top of a mountain. I'm cold, roared the lion. Do we have to keep sailing south all the time? I'm sorry, said Skipper Joe, but it's the only direction I know. Hey there, shouted the voice. Where do you think you're going? It was a penguin standing on top of the South Pole. We're off to see the world, said Skipper Joe. Well, said the penguin, there's nothing but ice here. You better turn north. You mean there's a north too, said Skipper Joe. Why, of course, chuckled the penguin. Wait a minute, I wouldn't mind seeing the world myself. And he waddled aboard. So they turned around and sailed north. The weather grew warmer and warmer, but everyone grew hungrier and hungrier. Especially the lions and the tigers. They kept eyeing all the little animals who huddled in a corner and wished lions didn't have such healthy appetites. Oh, I better do something quickly or there won't be any animals left to finish my story. Land ho! There you are, right in the nick of time, wasn't it? That's South America over there, said the penguin. I've heard the food is quite good there. Well, cried Skipper Joe, what are we waiting for? All ashore that's going ashore. Dinner is served. So for the next few days they gobbled and chewed and ate to their heart's content. They were so happy they even had a celebration. And the llama, who had come down from the Andes Mountains to visit with them, showed them some South American dances, clicking his sharp heels like castanets. Oh, you should have seen the elephant dancing a rumba! You should have seen the hippo. Join in, everybody! The next day, after a good sound sleep, they set sail again. And the llama, who was curious about the rest of the world, he came along too. So on and on they sailed. And then one day, the sky grew dark. The wind began to howl, the lightning flashed, the ocean thundered and roared, and suddenly a storm broke. And when finally the storm was over, not only were the animals lost, they were seasick too. The lion's face was green. The elephant's trunk was limp. And the camel just held his head and wished he'd never left the desert. Oh my, said Skipper Joe, let's go home. Oh no, groaned the animals, it's too far away. Find us land and quick. Well, said the penguin, that's the United States over there to your right. We could settle down there. Lots of immigrants come here every year, I've heard tell. So they landed in the United States. But alas, the cities were all unfriendly and wouldn't let them settle down. Until one day, they reached your town. It was a Saturday afternoon. The sun was warm and bright, but the children just sat at their windows, sighing and twiddling their thumbs. 5 days a week to school we go. We read our books and learn. But when school is done, we're ready for fun, 'cause a holiday we've earned. But there's nothing to do, no place to go to on a Saturday afternoon. Oh, our fingers we twiddle, it's really a riddle to find something to do. 'Cause there's nothing for us to do on a Saturday afternoon. Why, how wonderful, cried Skipper Joe.
Sir, said the mayor of your town, and what do you mean by that?
Cheer up, Mr. Mayor, said Joe. Your troubles are over. We'll give your children something to do on a Saturday afternoon. We'll settle down here, and they can visit our zoo. That is, if you give us a home.
Why, it's a
Bargain, said the mayor. Here's the key to the city. Welcome to our town. How the children cheered when they heard the news. How the flags waved. How the bands played when right down the main street paraded all the animals. The elephant was there. And the kangaroo. The lion and the tiger. And all the others too. And far behind waddled the penguin. Hey, wait for me! And that's how the zoo came to your town. And if you think this story isn't true, why, just ask the animals at the zoo. They'll tell you. Once upon a time, there lived a little melody. Her name was Celeste. She was a lonesome little tune, because you see, she just didn't belong to anybody. One day, Celeste heard of a far-off city where everybody had a melody all his own. Oh, that's the place for me. So off to the far-off city went Celeste. The whole city sang. Clocks tick-tock and rang their bells. The little houses were fat and skinny and puffed songs through their chimney pipes. Harum-scarum, all the crooked and straight little streets came running and bumping into each other. The whole city sang. Soon Celeste came to the marketplace. Let us tell you what we'll sell you. Fruits and candies and tomatoes too. We will sing as loud as we're able to. A round little penny for a round little berry. My strawberries are very red, my strawberries are very red. Buy my cabbage heads instead, buy my cabbage heads instead. Candy on a stick is very sticky, candy on a stick is very sticky. Buy an orange, squeeze an orange. Oh, cried Celeste, please won't someone sing me too? Ahem, said a police whistle. And whose little tune are you? Nobody's, I guess, said Celeste. I just don't belong to anybody.
Why then, cried the police whistle, you must be an orphan.
So they took poor Celeste away to the darkest corner in the city, where all the little orphan melodies lived,
in the house of the terrible Miss Squeak. Her tongue was sharp, her temper was sharp, and her tune was, well, just listen to her. Oh, shrieked Miss Squeak, I don't like tunes that tinkle. And she glared at Celeste.
All the little orphan melodies peeked from behind chairs and tables and the door. Some of them were marching tunes. Some of them danced. And some just whistled. They smiled at Celeste, and Celeste smiled back.
Oh, this is too much, squawked Miss Squeak. I don't like friendship. To bed, all of you.
And that night, Celeste cried herself to sleep. Many, many days passed, and each day Miss Squeak would shout at Celeste,
Do this, do that, do it over and over and over and over and over. Faster, 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 faster. Now go to bed.
And every night, when work was done, Celeste would sit at the window and listen to the city singing far off and away. Oh, thought she, perhaps tomorrow someone will come and take me for his very own melody. But no one ever came. Until one day, the herald trumpet stood at the city gate. Hear ye, hear ye, can you hear me? Don't you dare go off in a huff. I know I'm speaking loud enough.
Prince Cello and all the ladies and gentlemen of the great orchestra have come to the city to find a new melody for Prince Cello to play. All orphan tunes are invited to the ball for the prince to choose the fairest of them all. Hear ye! Hear ye! Here they come!
First came the gentlemen, dressed in silver and black, the woodwinds. Then came the handsome Prince Cello. And the great ladies in their gleaming dresses, the violins. And the knights in golden armor, the trombones and trumpets. Oh, here come the big fat cooks, the double bass, and the tuba. And last of all, xylophone, the jester. Oh, cried Celeste, if only Prince Cello would choose me for his very own melody.
Oh, no, shrieked Miss Squeak, you're not going to the ball. The prince would never choose a silly tinkling tune like you. and she threw Celeste into a dark, empty closet and locked the door. Celeste sadly brushed a tear away. I wonder if I'm pretty. I think it's such a pity to be a melody like me. The loneliest tune in the city. I wish the prince would say, come dance with me, I pray. But who would ever dance perchance with the loneliest tune in the city? Suddenly a little brown mouse popped out of his hole. And why, may I ask, aren't you at the ball? Because Miss Squeak says I'm such a silly melody, and besides, I'm locked in. Oh, said the mouse, is that all? Watch me! He scampered across the floor and began to nibble at the door. And soon there was this great big hole in the door of the closet. Right this way, said the mouse. Oh, thank you, said Celeste, and off to the ball she ran. But we'll run faster and see what's been happening meanwhile. Why, we're just in time for the square dance. Trumpets hop and skip with the tunes. Violins now pluck your strings. Soon I'll dance with old Miss Squeak. Slap that bass, trombone slide. You're much too slow, how fast can you go? Hear ye! Hear ye! Can you hear me? Prince Cello is ready to judge every tune. Make way for the prince as he enters the room. Prince Cello walked to his throne. Very well, said the prince. Let us begin. The first tune in the contest will be Miss Mary Scherzo. The prince shook his head. Miss Jenny Polka. Oh, cried Xylophone the jester, that's the tune for me. Miss Dora Dirge. The prince listened to hundreds of tunes, and still he shook his head. Next, please. Why, it was Celeste. Oh, shrieked Miss Squeak, Celeste, how dare you come to the ball? Everybody stared at Celeste and chattered with excitement. Silence, shouted the prince. All orphan tunes are welcome here.
Let her sing. Why, cried the prince, she's very beautiful, and I choose her for my melody. Please, Celeste, may I have this dance? Celeste curtsied. A pleasure, your highness. Hail to Celeste, shouted the golden trumpets. Oh, thought Celeste, I'm so happy I could dance forever. And for all you know, she may be dancing still.